Come back again. That's good. I don't know what that was about, but hey, it's the weekend. Um, I left Britain bit over a year ago, and like many people around the world, I'm looking at what's unfolding in that country with bewilderment and frankly quite a lot of amusement to see a contemptible government imploding. There's not even the B team in charge. They're not even a C team. I mean, you got people like Jacob Rees-Mogg and Liz Truss. I mean, buffoons, idiots who've been put in charge of the country. Um, and it's funny, really, to see how incompetent they are. Except it's not funny, is it? Because while they're busy being incompetent and people like me might be busy sniggering at them, the people who pay the price are the children who are going to bed hungry, the parents who are having to decide between heating and a meal, the old people fearful that as they get ill, they will have to wait 36, 48 hours on a trolley in a hospital corridor to be seen. This obsession that the country has had with going for growth, a session which has come back with the current incompetent buffoon who you happen to have as Prime Minister, saying, go for growth, go for growth. This obsession with going for growth has not actually helped the vast majority of people in the country. Sure, the rich have got a lot richer. Statistically, the rich have got massively richer, but the majority, the people who actually make up the country, step by step squeezed. Step by step, the quality of their life deteriorates. Step by step, their expectations are diminished. So while we can laugh at the farce which is unfolding, there is a tragedy unfolding too. Going for growth has created a class of highly rich people, but it has not served the majority. And let's just think about what going for growth means in a bigger sense. I mean, literally, the world is facing catastrophe, massive biodiversity loss, temperatures rising unsustainably. And the Go for Growth Brigade are saying, throw more fuel on the fire, throw more fuel on the fire. Literally, not figuratively, the business secretary in Britain is saying every drop of oil under the North Sea should be extracted and used. That is throwing fuel on a fire that is already out of control. Going for growth means making a short-term gain. Yeah, he'll get dividends from the oil companies and all of that. But the roots, the survival of this species, the quality of a life of the children and grandchildren's generations, they're being destroyed. We can think of it as a greenhouse a hothouse where everything is done to force the flower and the fruit to grow quickly, but there are no roots. And as soon as there's any pressure, the flower or the fruit decays. And so it is in our personal life. Go for growth, get better, expand, work harder, be everything you can. They're all fine. But are you doing the work on the roots? The deep stuff? Are you doing work on your basic ability to be content from day to day, to have good relationships, to laugh, to find some peace, to connect, to like yourself? Are you doing work on that? Because if you're not, all the new things you learn and all the new income you make and all the new things you buy, they aren't going to make a damn bit of difference. They're a big, lovely flower, but there's no roots to sustain that flower, and it will die. Just as capitalism increasingly has devoured its roots and it is dying to be replaced by oligarchy. Just as the idea of a democratic culture, democratic society is dying and being replaced by an authoritarian, top-down, dictatorial perversion of anything approaching decency. So, I can laugh at what's happening in Britain because I don't live there anymore. But the truth is, it's a slow unfolding tragedy, which will be paid for by the roots, by us, the people. I can fulminate and get angry about what is happening to the natural environment, but the truth is, it's getting paid for by future generations and by the vast amount of biodiversity which simply can no longer survive. And I can observe myself and realize there and in that sphere only do I have real agency. I will grow, but I will grow sustainably by nurturing the roots. Perhaps if we can all do that, we can encourage our cultures to grow sustainably by nurturing the roots, and we can serve our ecosystem by nurturing its roots. Growth is a consequence of nurturing the roots, not an end in itself. I don't think I feel like laughing at this slow unfolding tragedy of Britain. Because 50 years from now, long after I'm dead, people will still be paying off the debts that the brainless idiots who control the British economy have built up just over the last few days. Billions wasted. Why? To go for growth.